Okay, so we're here again with James from Try Harder, wanting to quickly look at one of the most simple glute activation and hip strengthening exercises we can work through. Very simple bridge. The problem with the bridge is so many people actually get this quite badly wrong. I want to firstly think about alignment as you come to start out. So James, the cue is hips, knees and ankles all in line. So if I was looking at you from top down here, should be able to see that rather than you flaring those knees out, so show us a bad position to start with, being there, and those feet would in some cases be flared out as well. I want to really see that position that we spoke about, so hips, knees and ankles all in that one alignment. Good. From there, I want to think about keeping those heels really close in towards your bum. Generally, the further out we allow those heels to get, so the more knee extended we are in this position, the more hamstring we're going to end up recruiting as we go through the movement. To keep it quite glutey, get those heels really close in towards your bum. From this position, I want you to think firstly about what's happening around that pelvis. So you're going to gently draw that belly button in towards your lumbar spine. Okay, not bracing, not holding your breath, just gently drawing it in. And then I want you to think about, as you start to lift your hips off the floor, I want you to think about leading with your tailbone lifting towards the ceiling. Okay, so you're squeezing your bum, lifting your tailbone up underneath you. And as you come up, you should feel that the weight's coming down through your heels. As you reach that top position, you're doing quite a lot of work through your glutes there, those bum muscles. You feel that, James?
Yeah.
Good, good. Hold 10 seconds. And then after 10 seconds, I'd ask James to come down slowly. It's also about controlling the way down here, reversing that movement. Good, and I'll get him to do 10 sets of these 10-second holds. Okay, now, a simple variation we can throw in here. We can get him doing a little bit of stability work, but we can also start to challenge the strength endurance on just one side rather than working both feet at the same time. So come down, James. I want you to get to the top position, and then from that top position, once you're there, I'm going to get you to really focus on squeezing your bum hard on that left-hand side while you gently bring the right foot off the floor and straighten that knee. So straighten the knee, straighten the leg, good. Lovely, and now bring that foot down, back to the same position. Good, and you're going to repeat the same on the other side. So you squeeze your bum on this side and lift the other side. And down. As James is doing this, I get him doing a set of, to begin with, only six reps of these, so 3 on each side, and then down, building up to a point where he's eventually able to do 10 on each side in one sequence before he brings his bum back down to the floor. The goal here is to keep those hips, keep that pelvis as still as possible as he's transitioning from one leg to the other. Fairly challenging, James?
It is, yeah.
Good. You don't need to come too high up with that foot. It's just a case of straightening that leg out. That's good. And down you come. Okay, down you go. Hit bum to floor. So we'll pretend you've done your full set there. Okay, the next variation. From this same start position, heels in, I want you to take your right leg, so the closest leg to me. I want you to bring your hands around the front of your knee, and you're simply going to cradle, that's it, cradle that knee. You're not going to pull it into your chest, you're just going to cradle it off straight arms. That leg being held in hip flexion there is going to put you in a position where you're maintaining that pelvic position, maintaining that lumbar spine position, as you then push down through the left-hand side. The left-hand side, you're doing a single leg bridge. You're pushing your heel down into the floor, lifting your hips up into the sky. Off you go. Lovely position. That's good. Head and shoulders relaxed. Only holding this for 5 seconds or so and down. You can build this up to 10-second holds, but for now, this is probably challenging enough. Okay, doing 10 times 5 seconds on one. And then the same on the other. One more, James. We'll pretend that's a 10. Great job. So that just focuses the effort, obviously, just on one leg. Give this a go. It's a nice little sequence, a combination of some patterning work to begin with, some stability work, and then some specific one-sided strength endurance work. See how you get on. Cheers.